heading out for a fall drive. Here I am doing this drive when I have drives left over from summer I didn't edit yet. Go figure. There is a little rain out there with temps only in the 40s, but I'll still try and make something of it. Of the day, that is. Picking up Interstate 795 for a spell. But fear not, we'll eventually be off the beaten path. But for now, again passing through Westminster. But up here someplace, we begin making our way to the off-beaten path, whatever. Up here's our path, less beaten. I think we'll hang right here, continue west. And here it is, a less beaten path. See, I keep my promises. And it's our first time over this road. All right. As they say, every road is new until you've taken it. But then again, this looks a lot like all the other roads. And some farm stuff there. I wish it was a better day though. Anyway, here's the road's namesake. Looks nice and peaceful. And now we're out of town. I'm picking up some more rain. And the rain's picked up a bit. And we're still waiting to come to something. Maybe up here. I said maybe. Oh well. I thought there might be something. And I'm passing through some locality. And a crossing of a one-time Western Maryland line, now run by CSX. We might even see it again. And sure enough, that same former WM line crossing up here. Now CSX, as I said. These days, what isn't CSX? Norfolk Southern, that's what. Up here it is. And now in a place called Detour. We'll check that out. All those pumpkins threw out of their gourd. I tried, never mind. It's called Detour. But as long as I don't have to detour, I'm fine. If only it wasn't so gloomy out there, the scenery might look better. Another rail line up here. Same one or a different one? Probably the same one. Oh, I had a look. It's just a dead-end branch. To the left, it dead-ended by a loading platform. And I guess there's the main line. Yep. Fillmore, Western Maryland. Well, I wish it was still Western Maryland. And apparently this part of the road has a state highway number on it. On a clear day, you can see Catoctin Mountain and more Western Maryland. We should be arriving in Thurmont pretty soon. Or are we there now? Yep, we made it. Turned onto a side street to check out the railroad stuff that might or might not be here. Well, something's here. I know what to do. Hold on. Hang a left. I believe the station was here somewhere. Right up here, the trolley line for Frederick would have come up and dead-ended. I believe it would have come up through the street there, or through somewhere. See there, those tall poles follow it. Actually, here's the crossing of the streetcar line, the old trolley line right here. And it ran down that way to Frederick, about 30 miles. Now, of course, obliterated, erased out, but there is where it ran. Used to go to Hagerstown, too, at one time. Something there looking very trolley-like, but not sure. You know, there's where the line ran again along those poles. Well, I can't come out this way. Hold on. I'm chained off. I'm trapped. I'm now standing on the right-of-way, looking south. And north. Back over the former crossing again. At some point, the streetcar line climbed to the level of the railroad, but I'm not sure how it went about doing that. Thought there might be a station there, more like a feed place or something, to feed your cattle, if you have any. In fact, there might have been the old station, because here's our feed store right here. Who knows? Alright, how do I get out of here? I'm back on the main road. And I can hear a trolley line crossing. Now it's a path. Go in that direction, south. And downtown Thurmont. Just for you. Historic Thurmont. At the base of Catoctin Mountain. I'm not going to use 15. We had before, though. Staying on this road. Up on the bridge, modern day US 15. Interesting stuff through here. But whilst it's decaying this way, and apparently very curvy. Enough to require warning lights. As we begin to ascend Catoctin, yep, lots of curves, you bet. Even more. To our right, about a mile, would be Camp David, where the president hangs out whenever he wants to. Yep, now passing Camp David. Want to drop in? Not this time. Despite our proximity to Camp David, it's not easy to drive to. You have to take a series of back roads to get to it. I guess that's why the president flies in by helicopter. Because the drive's too awkward. Yeah, more rain again. You guessed it. Now we're out of the woods. But still raining out there. At the top of the mountain now. Or so I thought. Apparently up there we're still climbing. And finally descending. Still got the curves. Still got them hairpins. At the light, MD 64, which will take west that direction. And now, back on a familiar road. And at this light, Route 66. And we're heading south on it. Not the classic 66, but as close as I can come to it. Up here in that hillside's a place was Maryland's first tourist cave, Mount Etna Cave. And of course, now passing through Mount Etna. But back there was Maryland's first tourist cave before the coming of crystal grottos. On the bridge is Interstate 70, which we'll see later on. And up ahead, one more streetcar line passed. The trolley from Frederick to Hagerstown once crossed up here. Part of the same line we saw earlier in Thurmont. Again, the tall poles designated. Run right along the side of the road here. Right that direction. Not one of our usual stops. But I'll pass it this time though. There'll be more, if I so desire. I'm now coming into Mapleville. How I got the name, I couldn't tell you. Maybe because of the trees around here. I don't know. Now coming into Boonsboro. And up ahead, the original National Pike. Be turning left, going east for a spell. The road I brought you over many, many times. Going west the other way. Yep, two day odysseys I had posted of this route as far as Ohio. Picking up 34 here. Now on a road we last saw on Dolly's birthday in September 2020. And up here, the aforementioned Crystal Grottos. Maryland's only tourist cave. A lot of passages the cave has, including one that goes under this road. Be great to check that out. And now passing through Antietam battlefield on either side. And again coming into Sharpsburg. One of the many Civil War towns. I wish there was more fall color to be had. I guess it varies depending on where you are, your elevation and whatever. We had more before. I guess I'll head down to the C&O Canal and see what's happening, if anything. Now on Old 34, going down to canal level. And here we be. Last I was here a month and a half ago. Very busy place. Now it's a ghost town. Just the way I like it. And right there, one of the original bridge supports for the original bridge over the Potomac River. I washed out in the flood of 1936. And behind it, the canal's towpath. And right here, C&O Canal Lock 38. Obviously. In all, there were 74. And again, the original bridge supports for Route 34. As you look east down the canal bed. And east down the towpath. At one time they had a river lock here. Wait till that noise stops. Waiting to lose some of that background noise. Anyway, there was a river lock here at one time, which connected the canal to the Potomac River, but long filled in. Got a retaining wall still there. And west down the towpath, complete with unleashed dog. Yeah, back on the road. Old bridge pier there. Original Norfolk and Western Railway. Before they put the bridge further down. And here's the current Norfolk Southern trestle right here. Very high up. The C&O Canal parallels us in the trees there. Of course, the vegetation hiding the view, but it's there. I guess nature reclaimed it. Now there's part of it there. You can make out the canal bed there. For a while. And more of the canal there. As our road goes off its own way. Oh, I can turn here, never mind. There's still a road here. Almost forgot. At one time on the left in that field, there were factories and foundries supplying stuff for the war effort. Still kind of hard to believe what went on here 150 years ago during the Civil War. This place saw lots of action. And now we're in the Antietam area. The place itself called that. The site of a very fierce Civil War battle. And back on the C&O Canal towpath, looking east. And down here, the Antietam Aqueduct. And looking down the trunk of the aqueduct, as it's called. Yep, they call it the trunk. And there's the riverside of the aqueduct. Trying to get it through the trees there. And right here, the confluence of the Antietam Creek and Potomac River. Yep, steal some trash bags. Make the feds pay for them. They ought to be free anyway. Yep, it's a trash-free park, so you gotta bag your own trash. But still hard to believe there were factories and foundries in these here fields to supply stuff for the war effort. Looking there now, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know a thing went on there. But at one time, lots of action, 24/7. And the road that we're about to depart on. And departing the area on the road I just showed you. Nice arch bridge there we're about to cross. A couple 100 years old, obviously. If this is Harper's Ferry Road. Nope, not straight. It bears left. I guess heading towards its namesake. Another sizable place there. That house there obviously was smaller before they added onto it in the back. A common practice once upon a time. Ooh, ghosts and things. All right, a house I can afford. There's still some rain out there. Only problem with living out here, it's a day odyssey just to go to the Walmart. Literally. And again, the canal's on our right, but out of sight. Well, it almost rhymes. We're now across the Potomac from Harper's Ferry. And again here, the former Salty Dog Tavern, going back to the canal days. Known for the potency of its liquor and the easiness of its women. Where was I? Passing beneath CSX. Now in the original US 340. And again passing through Sandy Hook. Named after a quicksand deposit. And back there, just past a couple Sandy Hookers. Whatever you call somebody from here. Close enough. That's a youth hostel right there. But if they're hostile, why stay there? Ought to be called a youth friendly. And now in the modern day US 340. And apparently picked up some more traffic on this road, along with some more rain. And again approaching the Frederick area. And now on I-70 once again for the remainder of our drive. My first time in a while driving back after dark. And again, our seldom used inspection station that the state spent millions to build. But they got their money's worth. Only problem driving back at night, not much to show my viewers. No more COVID warning on the sign. That's different. No more safer at home, hun. More traffic now as we approach the Baltimore area. More to watch out for. Again, literally. As I keep saying, not on New York quite yet. Maybe in the future sometime. Very busy road, but at least no more rain. Big deal, it's after dark. On the bridges, I-795, the road that we began on. Of course, not counting this one. And back in our part of the world, finally. We're gonna arrive alive after all. I hope. And back in suburbia. Obviously, I hope. And back in the hood, just after 8 p.m. Even got a parking space. Got lucky tonight. But again, thank you all very much for the privilege of your time and for riding along with us. We will see you again. But above all, stay safe.